What's going on here? What exactly can we expect when it comes to the release date for XDefiant? Let me tell you that I have several reasons as to why I think that we can expect to see XDefiant even sooner than people are expecting. I'm talking within the first couple weeks of March. We are primed for the launch of XDefiant, and it is speculated by many to be launching before March 31st. Others are saying not to expect it for a while beyond March. Today I'm going to throw my speculation hat into the ring, if you will, and try to use what little information we have to piece together a possible launch window for XDefiant. If this video helps you out at all, or if you enjoy it at all, help me out by hitting that like button, but let's go ahead, cut this plug, and get right into it. Starting off here, I want to talk about why people are thinking that XDefiant will launch sometime before March 31st, and that is mainly because inside of Ubisoft's earning report, they state that XDefiant will launch in Q4 of the fiscal year, which is between January and the end of March. A few things spark my interest about this. First being that this is meant to be seen by people who are invested inside of Ubisoft. So Ubisoft aren't going to come out with a weak looking launch schedule and could very well have thrown in XDefiant on there, knowing that it may not actually launch inside of this time frame. We do get into some weird legal things here with fiduciary duties that these companies have to their shareholders, and I'm not even entirely sure if they are allowed to misrepresent information on these reports, or if they are, then to what extent they can misrepresent this information, because this is supposed to be, you know, easing their shareholders' minds, if you will. When they receive this report, they see what's coming out, they can expect, you know, that this is going to gain the company X amount of money, yada yada yada. That's basically what these reports are for, and they could very well be kind of just trying to bolster the report, you know, pump it up, if you will. I'm not a lawyer though, so I have no idea if they can get away with fudging the facts a bit to ease the shareholders' worries. Aside from that though, there have been some tweets from industry insiders, if you will, that claim for reasons that they can't quite divulge that we shouldn't be expecting to play the game anytime soon. I don't want to go too much deeper into that because apparently this person is receiving death threats over this insider information, which, I mean, come on guys. I'm sure that you personally, the one watching this, are not a part of this, but if you happen to be doing something stupid like this, then just shame on you. But regardless, this does have some people second guessing as to whether or not XDefiant will even be launching in March, or if we're going to see another delay. I want to talk about how I see this playing out though, because over the past week or so, things have been happening over on the console side of things that really have me scratching my head and looking twice. People are getting game updates for XDefiant. The beta tag has been removed from the name. Achievements are showing up on the PlayStation console. There are several updates and things like that that have been pushed through, and what makes me so curious about these events is the fact that they are happening on the console. Updates on consoles are not something that game developers can just push out willy-nilly. Both Xbox and PlayStation have to greenlight updates being pushed onto their consoles. I don't know entirely what this process entails, but it is a process of verification nonetheless. And this to me tells me one thing, which is that they are heavily prepping for the launch of XDefiant. I would not be surprised at all if there are some deeper changes in these updates than what we are seeing on the surface. I really don't see Ubisoft going through the verification process just to push out minor details and remove the beta tag and push out some achievement and allow people to get to the main screen. I would assume that this is gearing up for a launch sooner than any of us think. Honestly, my knee-jerk reaction was that we may even be getting ready to see a shadow drop of XDefiant on March 1st. That was my knee-jerk reaction. But Mark Rubin has stated several times that he's going to do his best to not have the game shadow drop, and that he wants to make sure that the entire community is aware of when the game is going to release, which kind of makes me change my predicted date just a bit. And now what I'm assuming we will see happen here is that Mark Rubin, or Ubisoft, is going to come out with a verified planned release date by March 1st. I see this coming out as a trailer release to start the hype and the marketing for XDefiant. And I see this dropping March 1st or before that. Of course, this is all speculation here, but the way I see it, in the next 5 to 7 days, we should be getting a trailer for XDefiant, which is going to kick off the marketing for the game. Inside of this trailer, I'm predicting that they will announce the release date, which could be a few things. I'm personally thinking that the game is going to drop on a Friday. So we are either looking at a release date of March 8th, March 15th, the 22nd, or the 29th. All of these launch windows would technically put it in Q4, which would prevent them from having to deal with any technical terms with the fiduciary duties and whatnot. I don't even know how that works, whatever being sent to their shareholders and whatnot. To me, this somewhat explains all of the updates that have been being pushed to the consoles. If these updates were just being pushed to Steam, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe whatever, I don't know. Or Ubisoft, don't they have their own thing? Don't you have to have a... I remember playing Hyperscape. I wasn't able to play that on Was I? You have to like connect through Sunstone. Oh, we're gonna have to re-download Ubisoft's thing again. Is it coming to Steam? Let me know if it's coming to Steam. This, of course, was just massive speculation mixed in with a bit of some copium. So go ahead and take it with a pinch of your own copium and have an amazing day. I'm out.